Hi, it's Jakub again, and this is the third and final example from today's problem set about the questionless planet, inhabited by two species of aliens, goops who always ask questions to which the answer is no, and cricks who always ask questions to which the answer is yes. Now we have a slightly different problem because we have learned that there is a wizard, that one of the aliens is a wizard. Presumably that means that one of the aliens can do magic. But who is this mysterious wizard? Well, we don't know yet, and this is not what this question is about. There are going to be other problems in the problem set that ask you about finding who the wizard is among all the people that ask you different questions. But now we just want to say, all right, we have heard the question being asked on the island, on the planet somewhere, and that question suggested to us that there is a wizard somewhere. What question could that be? What question could make it that we know, regardless of, we didn't know who asked the question, if the person who asked the question was a crick or a goop, but there are only two possibilities. And because this question was asked, we already know that there must be a wizard somewhere, right? So obviously this is sort of logical, creative example. So you might want to now think for a moment. This is why I'm talking so much, because maybe you are thinking about it right now. But I'm going to give you. So there are many solutions. There are many ways of finding it out. If you have time later after this circle, you might think about it. If you're watching it afterwards and you're able to stop this video now, you can stop it now and think about it yourself. Because I'm just going to give you one example of how this question might be solved, and this is going to be: am I the kind who could ask you whether there is a wizard on this planet? Right? So this is a bit complicated, and we are going to examine this question and actually prove that this question, if it's being asked by anyone on the planet, means that there must be a wizard on the planet. Right? So let's just say that the person that asks this question, right, this guy here, is a goop, right? So they are a goop. What that means is, first of all, the answer to this particular question here is no, right? So that means they are not the kind who could ask you whether there is a wizard on the planet. They cannot ask whether there is a wizard, right? What does it mean that they can't ask it? Well, goops can only ask questions to which the answer is no, and cricks can also only ask questions to which the answer is yes. We know that this person is a goop, right? So if you just look, this is the same person, right? Let's look at them and say they ask, is there a wizard on this planet? But they are a goop and they cannot ask a question. What does it mean is that they could have asked this question if the answer was no, but they can't ask it. That means the answer must be yes, right? It must be yes, because if the answer was no, they would be able to ask this question, but they are not able to ask this question because the answer is actually yes, right? That might be a bit complicated, but bear with me, right? And because the answer is yes, that means there is a wizard. There must be a wizard, right? So in this case, this is the case number 1, we see that there must be a wizard. Okay, right. Let's now consider the other case, that this guy, again, they are a crick, right? First of all, what it means is that the answer to this question here is yes, right? So they are a kind that will ask you whether there is a wizard on this planet, right? They can, sorry, that is wrong. They can ask whether there is a wizard. And again, if you look at them, again, the same guy asking us, is there a wizard on this planet? We now know that they can ask this question, and they are a crick. And because they are a crick and they can ask this question, the answer to this question must be yes, because cricks are only allowed to ask questions to which the answer is yes. And we can see that this possibility also gives us yes, right? So in both cases, there are only two cases. There are only two species of aliens on the planet. There are only cricks and goops. This person could have been either a crick or a goop. We've examined both possibilities, and in both possibilities, we've established that there is a wizard on this planet, right? And the additional point that I want to make is that this sort of construction, right? Am I the kind who'd ask you X, right? It always means X is true, right? So if I just go get rid of this other part of the question, whether there is a wizard, blah blah, and if I just say, am I the kind who could ask you if the sky is blue, right? This question being asked on this planet just means that the sky is blue, okay? And the logic is exactly the same. Am I the kind who could ask you if this planet is round, right? That means the planet is round. And we can just see again, go through the same logic, two cases, and we will get at the end this is what it is. This kind of construction always gives you some information, so you can see that actually communicating on this planet might not be that difficult, because, well, this is a simple construction. Of course it takes some time to say, but this is a simple construction that lets you communicate true statements to other people, right? If I say, am I the kind who could ask you if I'm sad today? Or am I the kind who could ask you if I'm hungry now? Right? That communicates if I'm sad or hungry. So, it's not too difficult. Alright, there are other questions, problems about those people on the strange planet asking questions with only yes and no answer for no apparent reason. And good luck with those. And see you next time.